What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott. I'm about to go to Walmart to pick up some cat food for my kitty cats, some healthy things to blend. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Well, at least why not make a video while I'm driving? We'll see how this goes. I'm already a bad driver to begin with. It's right though. I'm a bad driver, but I'm a great swerver. Okay. So, as you can see by the title below, always wear your seatbelts, by the way. As you can see by the title below, I am going to talk about something that I said in my previous video, which is 5 things you can do, or the way you should do it at least, getting a guy to open up to you or get closer to a guy, or just at least to get to know a guy before you're actually in the relationship, right? Like, how should you do it? How should you go about it, okay? And I talk about these things in all my videos, but I like to have a video actually on the topic, so that's what I'm going to do, okay? The first thing I would talk about, pretty common sense, but I think it's important, is the pacing. When you go too fast in a relationship, actually, let me tell you the trap a lot of people get themselves in, okay? A lot of guys are always going to show a lot of interest in the beginning. That's just how it is. Whether it's him actually liking you, or if it's him wanting to get in your pants, either way, he's going to show you a lot of interest because that's just the job and duty of a guy, right? He's going to, he's just trying to win you over. He's trying to show his worth. He's trying to build some attraction. All these type of, hold on, are my friends here? Hold on. God damn it, what are they all doing? Are they where they're supposed to be? I'm actually gonna go this way and see if they're home or if they're there. Let me see this. Now I'm all over the place now this video's all over the place. This might be a vlog instead. So I think my friends are over there. But here's the thing, right? Oh, here we go. Hold on, guys. When it comes to pacing, let's say open or close. Hold on. Oh, they're closed. They're not there. But when it comes to pacing, guys are always going to show a lot of interest in the beginning. That's just common sense, okay? Now, when that happens, a lot of women take that automatically as, oh my God, he's really into me. I'm going to open up and show all my cards also. And then she's going to over text and try to keep up with the texting pace and stuff like that. But what she doesn't understand is that there's kind of a little mismatch there. That a guy is going to show interest for one reason, again, that's kind of his job. And women are going to take it as, oh, he's really into me and I'm going to match it. But in reality, a guy might not know where he stands or what he's actually looking for, and he takes yours as intensity and it freaks him out and he pulls away. So I always tell women to kind of have their own agenda. You know, basically, I like you, I want you, but I don't need you. And if a woman can keep that mindset while coming off high value, scarce, having her own life, but that she's interested in the guy, I think she'll do okay. Again, a lot of people get very eager in the beginning and they're texting and blowing up each other's phone, always wanting to hear from them, trying, it's only like the second or third week and you're trying to see him 4 times a week, 5 times a week. It eventually dies off, right? He takes your intensity as you really, really, really want a relationship, and so he has to pull away, because if he doesn't, if he keeps on complying with you, it's basically telling you, hey, I want the same thing, when that's not what he wants. So if your intensity increases at an alarming rate, he has to diffuse it, okay, by pulling away. That's just what he's going to do. So that's number 1. Number 2, I would say the other thing you have to do is try not to get the guy to actually open up, okay? If you try to get a guy to open up on you, or to open up early, it's going to blow up in your face, trust me, and here's why. The reason guys don't open up is because they actually don't trust the girl. And what I mean by that is, usually if he opens up to you, a woman will hang on to his words or use them against him, right? So let me give you a great example. If you and I were talking, I told you I really, really, really like you. Well, now the new baseline is, hey, he really, really, really likes me. So 2 things are going to happen with that. 1, you might increase your intensity because you feel it's safe to, because I gave you the green light, basically, which I didn't. Or two, if that level isn't matched, meaning like next week, let's say I have a bad week and I'm not texting you as much, or I'm not acting like I really, really, really like you, like I said, then you might take that as like a me pulling away or not showing as much interest. So you'll reach out and say, hey, is everything all right? Are we okay? Are we still good? Do you still like me? Are you what are you thinking about? Your actions change. Just things like that. And it's really, really, really going to hurt the whole relationship or the relationship as a whole, which of course is not the good thing. So that's why a lot of guys don't open up. If you actually want to get a really good guide on how to get a guy to open up properly in the stages it goes through, I go into depth with this, right? Check out my value guide. The link's below in the description. While you're there, subscribe, okay? But, oh shit, I'll run into that car. That would have been pretty. But, so that's the second thing. The third thing I think that you should do, and I tell women this all the time, have a freedom of outcome. Don't worry about the relationship. Don't worry about where it's going. Don't worry about his feelings for you, okay? Your goal should not be the relationship. It's like if you're running a marathon. Your goal, is to finish the marathon, but take it 1 mile at a time. If you're trying to sprint through a marathon just to get the end result as fast as you can, you're gonna flop on your face extremely early. This is the same thing. A lot of people, because they want a relationship, they think my goal is relationship. I need this relationship. I'm going to try to have this relationship. When in fact, you should be putting all your effort, your best game, your A game, at every date you have, right? Here's the way I always tell women to do it. If you're having your first date, go on your first date and have the best first day of your life. Be feminine, build that sexual attraction, know how to win a guy over, compliment him, make him feel masculine, laugh, have a good sense of humor, keep the conversation light. Again, build that sexual tension, look good, be sexy, be you, and you're gonna do a really good job. Now, if you do a really good job, then congratulations, you're probably going to get the second date. Usually you don't get a second date when you come off extremely strong on one of the dates, not even second date, just second, third, fourth, whatever, is when the previous date you come off a little too strong and the guy pulls away because he feels threatened. Like I said in number one, if you're coming off too strong, then the guy's going to pull away thinking, well, I got to pull away because she's wanting something different than I am, and if I keep complying, it's telling her I want the same thing when it's not. So if you just hang out and have fun and focus on the first date, you're gonna get the second. If you get the second date, do amazing on the second date, get the third date. When you get the third date, rinse and repeat until you get up to about 2 months, and then tell the guy, hey, you know what I want? I want you. And if you don't want the same thing, then we got a problem. Which leads me to the fourth and final thing, is how you kind of go about it. Listen, I guess the fourth thing is scarcity. When I talk about scarcity, the problem with a guy never committing to you, or the reason a guy will never commit to you, is because there's no incentive to. If you're gonna drop everything, if you're super eager, this is why I talk about eagerness, if you're super eager and you drop everything, and you want to see him all the time, and you're over pursuing or just trying to see him as much as possible, and you're giving him boyfriend girlfriend relationship benefits without him being in a relationship, why would he commit to you? He's having the best of both worlds. I'm not saying you don't have to put out, or I'm not saying to close him off, or I'm not saying just like be an asshole and pull away, but pick your battles, but in a more positive way, meaning just because you can see him every day doesn't mean you should see him every day, right? Be scarce in some way. And if you do that, I think a guy's going to have a different outlook on you and how the relationship's unfolding. Because if you see the guy all the time and you have just a very easygoing approach with it, like the guy's, he basically knows he has you wrapped around his finger whenever he says, hey, I want to see you, you're available, then he has no incentive on being in a relationship, because he has it all already. He's trying to have his cake and eat it too, so he's just going to keep it casual with you while talking to other girls. So I always tell women, you got to treat it like a Netflix free trial. You got to give him that free trial, you know, the couple months, or if you want to do shorter, do it shorter, to win him over, build your value, get him to invest, have fun, hang out, show that you're girlfriend material. And then when the time comes, be like, hey, dude, you know, time's up. I mean, don't say that, but say, basically, you know, think time's up. I want a relationship. And if he says no, then say deuces, okay? The problem a lot of women have is they're afraid to say deuces because they're afraid to let the guy go. But, and again, guys know that. They know that you're afraid to let him go, so he's going to tell you that. You're going to stick around when he tells you the bullshit excuse, I'm not ready, I just got a relationship, I'm not sure yet, I'm not in the right mindset, or work, this, that, just give me some time. You're going to fall for it. He's going to talk to other girls, he's going to talk to you, and then when you actually pressure him to make a choice, then that's when he dumps you, okay? So, cut him off when you kind of, you know, be cutthroat about it. Don't do it too early because obviously you want to build your value, but at the same time, a lot of women don't show any scarcity, and then they wonder why a guy meddles around and pedals around with her and kind of orbits and comes around back, all that kind of stuff, because there's no incentive for him to commit. He knows that you really like him. You're wrapped around his finger when he says come here, you come, and that's that basically. So he's going to talk to you and other girls until you really pressure him and you say you're tired of it. Then that's when he's going to be like, nah, whatever. Okay, so you got to know how to be scarce with the two. So with that being said, sorry I am everywhere with this video. Again, I was driving, I have ADHD, not the best combo. I thought I saw my friends earlier, I didn't. But anyway, I love you ladies. Subscribe, please. I love you forever. Take care and peace.